What it do? Sports Talk crew. Amen. Sorry to steal that intro, but we're back. We're not back. This is our first video. And our first video is with remember the name Bilal Muhammad going up against Gabriel Bomfim in UFC's Fight Night June 6th this Saturday, man. We're here. We're here. We're gonna go through the card, starting with the first fight of the card, making our way up to the main event. Never introduced myself. My name's Mike, SB Mike. You guys are gonna get to know me. But let's get to it, man. First, first fight of the card. Let's see what we have going on for us. Caitlin Souza versus Ariane Carinelli Sosi. I got my notes with me. Y'all know me. If you know me, you know I take notes. The boy likes to be educated. If we look at these fighters, female fighters, strawweight, Caitlin is coming off of a win and Ariane is coming off of a loss. Ariane, man, she is a big bruiser. They're both relatively short. Caitlin is taller and she does have the reach advantage. I did say that Caitlin does have heavy strikes. She does love to pressure. Solid striking and solid grappling from Caitlin Souza. And she is coming off of a win. For Ariane, very aggressive, very strong, and very gritty. With that in mind, I have Ariane, like how I can picture the fight going. I have Ariane pressuring Caitlin. Caitlin landing heavy strikes. Like I said, she's very solid on the feet and very solid on the ground. I have Caitlin Souza getting this one done, chap. Moving on to the next fight of the card. Jaislyn Chavez versus Dubin. Yunsei Dubin. As we can see, Chavez is undefeated. She is taller and she does have the reach advantage. And Dubin is coming off of a loss. This is Chavez's debut. If you did see Chavez's contender series fight, she is very, like, she is a great Muay Thai striker. She is great on the feet. Not to say Dubin is bad on the feet, but she is like a KO or bust type of fighter. Um, Chavez, very aggressive. She's a dog. When I saw the odds for this fight, it didn't really make sense until I saw her fight. Right, she's a dog on the feet, and Dubin, I don't know if she's gonna be able to land that type of strike that she needs to get this one done. With that in mind, actually, let me show you guys the odds. Yeah, yeah. 33 minus for Chavez, plus 260 on Dubin. For Dubin, I had that she was an aggressive striker, not very good, and she is that one punch KO or bust. If you saw her on the Dana White Contender Series, she did have that nasty KO that got that McMaynard that McMaynard like expression, I guess you could say. But yeah, I got Chavez getting this one done by emphatic fashion. And then my boy, Joe Anderson Brito. The more you guys get to know me, the more you guys will see that I love the boy Joe Anderson Brito. Let's see his record actually. Joe Anderson Brito is going up against Jordan Levitt. Let me go through these guys' fight styles, fights or whatnot. Jordan Levitt is taller. He's going to be fighting in the red corner. He does have the reach disadvantage. He does have the leg reach advantage. I don't know if he's going to take advantage of that. Joe Anderson Brito, however, does have the reach advantage. Um, Very athletic is Joe Anderson Brito, and you get to see that in the way that he fights. He throws heavy leg kicks, chat. Heavy leg kicks. He is always getting takedowns in his fights. Is one thing I'll you guys will see in the way he fights. Jordan Levitt, however, when he does fight, he is great on the ground. If he can get the fight to the ground, I don't know if he's gonna be able to do much with how Joe Anderson Brito is a dog on the ground as well. Notes that I had for Jordan Levitt, I had that he was very one dimensional. He is an old school type of grappler, and for Joe Anderson Brito, yep, he is very athletic. He's a grappler. Does have very heavy kicks, like I had mentioned. He's fast. Does always get his takedowns. Um, and he is ever dangerous. The ever dangerous Joe Anderson Brito. And then if we take a look at their records, starting with Joe Anderson Brito, he's coming off of a win with Thomas. He is coming off of a loss with Pat Sabatini, but not many people have beat Pat Sabatini. Pat Sabatini actually just beat William Gomes. That snooze fest. Pat Sabatini is on the up and up. William Gomez is a dangerous striker. He did end up beating Jack Shore when Jack Shore was on the up and up as well. Uh, he did beat Pierce, Wilson, Alexander. He was on a nice little win streak. Look at that. One, two, three, four, five. Then he did lose to Al Gore. And then in his Dana White Contender Series fight, I believe he did also have a victory against Diego Lopez. You know? Then if we take a look at Jordan Levis's fight history, Del Val, Hollow Barrow, Hooper, Chase Hooper. He is on a 2-fight win streak. I will give him that. Nice little run. He did lose to Hooper. Did beat Martinez. Pimblett, he did lose to Pimblett. That one was, yeah, that one was bad. He got subbed. He did lose to Ogden. That one was bad as well. Um, yeah, I mean, you guys know where I'm going with this one. The ever dangerous Joe Anderson Brito. I got him getting this one by finish, I want to say. And Cachoeira versus Priscilla Cachoeira versus Chelsea Chandler. If you're either of these women and you saw that, I forgot who was her name, got cut, you're scared. I mean, they're both coming off of losses, both honestly blobs in the women's bantamweight division, both coming off of losses. I mean, look, the notes that I had taken for Cachoeira, she has heavy pressure. She's a KO or bust. I believe her nickname is Zombie Girl. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. She can take a beating. I'm assuming is that what that's what that's supposed to be saying. For Chandler, she's big. She's bigger than her. She has the reach advantage, as we can see here. She has a leg reach advantage. She has takedowns. I believe she's better on the feet. I mean on the ground. Yeah, and once she gets it to the ground, she's gonna be able to beat her on the ground. I guess this is a type of fight of where do you see it going, right? Like if you think Chelsea Chandler can get it to the ground, then Chelsea Chandler is gonna win on the ground. But if you think that he's gonna stay on the feet, then Priscilla Cachoeira is gonna beat her on the feet because I mean, like her nickname states, she's the zombie girl. She's not gonna really get KO'd. If she gets KO'd, then if you think she's gonna, if you think Chelsea Chandler can beat Priscilla Cachoeira by KO, then put the money on that. But put the house on that actually. But if you think that Cachoeira can keep the fight on the feet, I would go for Priscilla Cachoeira with that in mind. I think Chelsea Chandler's gonna be too big. I think Chelsea Chandler's gonna be too big. I think she's gonna be able to take the fight to the ground, and once the fight gets to the ground, I think she's gonna be able to not dominate but win the fight. It's a pick 'em though. Like I said, if Priscilla Cachoeira keeps the fight on the feet, then it's her fight to win. Both blobs though, no future for either of these women. I'm sorry if you see these. Let me know for an interview. I'm happy to interview either of you too. Um, Next fight of the card, we got Bruno Silva versus Edgar Chairez. I actually put a star next to this fight. Banger of the fight, I said. Bruno Silva is coming off of a loss, and Edgar Chairez is coming off of a win. Bruno Silva is the smaller man coming into the fight. It is coming in with the reach disadvantage. Um, with me saying that Edgar Chairez is coming in with the height advantage and the reach advantage, I believe Edgar Chairez is of the camp of um, Diego Diego Lopez. With that in mind, I believe he also does have like that same chin of Diego Lopez. You know, that iron chin, the blockhead, I guess some people could say. The notes that I had for both of these fighters was that Silva is very well rounded. He's very tough. And he has power, decent power. And Edgar Chairez, very fast, decently well rounded, and like I said, very tough chin. Before I make a pick, um, oh, another thing to mention, Silva is ranked, and for Chairez, this is gonna be his test to be ranked. Chat. Yeah, Silva is coming off of that split decision loss to Johnson, which is, I mean, not many people lose to Johnson. He did beat Parks. He lost to Van. I mean, that's a champ. That loss aged. I mean, he did also lose to Manel Cap. He did beat Durden. He did beat Nam, Rodriguez, Baez, and then he lost to Ulanbekov. You know, a little staple in the name, Bruno Silva. Then if let's take a look at Shirez's record for the one time. He is on a nice little win streak, beating Burns, Vargara. I think he was scheduled to fight Van, but that never transpired. He has lost to Tyra decision. He did take Tyra to a decision. Um, I don't know, man. This one's gonna be a tough one. It's banger of the night, like I said. This one's gonna be a banger of the night. 4 wins by knockout, 8 wins by submission. He is very well rounded. 9 first round submit finishes. Something to look at. You know what? I had it in my notes that I was gonna go for Silva. This is a pick 'em. I'll say this: if it gets out of the first round, Bruno Silva. But if it ends up being a first round finish, give it to Edgar Chairez. I think with the time off, with the experience, I'm a I'm gonna say Bruno Silva gets this one done. On to the next fight of the card: Marcus McGee versus John Yanes. Marcus McGee is coming off of that loss to Piotr Jan. Um, he is a taller man. He does have that reach disadvantage. I did say that uh, Marcus McGee is decently he is powerful, decently well rounded, and he does have that experience over John Yanes. But sliding over to John Yanes, he is I will say that he does have that power advantage over Marcus McGee. And he has a southpaw. I'm not sure how Marcus McGee is able to fare how he is going to able to fare against John Yanes with the southpaw ability and the power ability of John Yanes. With that in mind, I mean Marcus McGee, I just have him winning this fight with the experience that he has, with the time off that he has. Um, and with his well-roundedness, I think he's gonna mix it up, and I think he's gonna take it to John Yanes. I think it's gonna be a decision for Marcus McGee. Match now versus Alessandro Costa. I mean, match now. I mean, if we go through the fights, I mean, if we go through the stats, he is coming off of a loss. He is taller. He does have the reach advantage. Alessandro Costa is coming off of a win, shorter reach disadvantage. Matt Snell is chinny. He has a glass chin. He's been getting finished a lot. Um, he does have the experience advantage. He has been going up against great guys. Um, Alessandro Costa, man, powerful striker. That's the only note I took. He's a powerful striker. I think Alessandro Costa is gonna get in the pocket and finish match now. Honestly, I got Alessandro Costa taking this one. Yeah, I think that's how this one's gonna go. Iwo Baranuski versus Junior Tafa. First things first, I want to go through this minus 400 favorite for Iwo Baranuski. I think that's kind of nuts. But if we go through the stats, Iwo is undefeated, 8-0, both coming off of wins. Iwo is a smaller man coming at 6 foot. He does have the reach disadvantage as well. Um, poses that KO power. Um, worries me on the grappling, is what I said. He usually gets the finishes relatively fast, and it hasn't been able to showcase much, which isn't a bad thing, but it's just a case of like does he really have a black belt? Sliding over to Junior Tafa, he is the taller man. He does have that KO power. Good footwork. One dimensional, I will say. He has one good takedown in him, but besides that, no takedown defense. With that in mind, Igor Baranuski, I mean, it seems like you should just bet on Igor Baranuski. However, it's one of those things where he likes to strike. He's going up against a striker that's like relatively experienced. Igor Baranuski says he has a black belt. He has a black belt, I guess. However, it's one of those things where is he gonna use it or is he just gonna stay on the feet? He's gone to wars with relatively unknown guys. I have Baranowski getting this one done, but it scares me. Junior Tafa, I won't be surprised if he gets this one done too. This is another pick'em for me. I got Iwo getting this one done. But the odds, another thing to look at the odds. I don't think he should be a minus 400 favorite. Another one this one kind of hurts me. Bryce Mitchell going up against late replacement Santiago Luna. Santiago Luna, man. What can I say about Santiago Luna? Young, hungry. A better opponent than what Bryce Mitchell was originally gonna go up against. Going across the stats. This is a bantamweight battle. Bryce Mitchell does have the height advantage. Santiago Luna has the reach advantage. Santiago Luna is undefeated. Santiago Luna is well rounded. Bryce Mitchell, one dimensional. He's good on the ground. Good jiu-jitsu. I don't know about the takedowns though. He was able to beat Said Nurmagomedov, I believe. No striking though. Tough as they come. That doesn't mean Diego or Santiago Luna isn't tough as well. I had him being tough. Sneaky power. He's powerful in the hands. He's well rounded. The thing that worries me about this one is I think with the full camp, I would have been very confident in Santiago Luna getting this one done. I think Santiago Luna has the wrestling advantage, but once he gets to the ground, what is he gonna do then? However, with that in mind, how I see the fight playing out is with Santiago Luna having the wrestling advantage and the striking advantage, I think he's going to be able to keep the fight on the feet and just take it to Bryce Mitchell. The only thing that worries me is it being a short notice fight for him, The only thing that worries me is how is he going to fare. I think he's going to be able to win the first round, maybe a little bit of the second round, but I'm not sure if he's going to take the second round. We know how Bryce Mitchell fares under adversity. How is that going to go for Santiago Luna? With that in mind, I'm going to still take the young buck Santiago Luna getting this one done. Bang! Another banger on the fight. Another banger of a fight. Faraz Ziam versus Bloody Tom Nolan, mate. Both coming off of wins. Lightweight bout. Both very tall men. Um, Faraz Ziam is 6'1". Tom Nolan is taller than him at 6'3". Faraz Ziam has the reach advantage at 75-inch reach. Tom Nolan has a 73-inch reach. Let's take a look at these guys' records, man. Freziam coming off of a nasty win streak, beating Sadikov, Davis. Like, this is a nasty win. For Vola, third round KO. Pules, split decision. Jai Herbert, this is a nasty one too. Um, Figlak, that's a good one too. And then he lost to McKinney in the first round by sub. That's fair. But fairly well experienced, you know. He's coming off of a, what is that? A 6 fight win streak for Rezium. And if we look at Tom Nolan, I mean Tom Nolan is coming off of a win of Campbell, Borshev, Reyes, Martinez, and then he lost to Moda in the first round via KO. That's a 2, 3, 4 fight win streak by himself. Very confident these two men should be. Perez Ziam, very well rounded, long strike, rangy striker, very good in the clinch. Not very many people are good in the clinch. This man is good in the clinch, and he's a finisher. If he sees you hurt, he's gonna finish the fight, 8 to 9 times out of 10. Tom Nolan, himself as well, long, lean striker, tough chin, but he's also hittable. He's also very hittable. Another thing I've noticed with Tom Nolan, he's a good boxer. He's able to get in there as well. He's able to, like, for example, Frazion wants to get in the clinch. Tom Nolan won't be scared to box with them. He won't be able to throw punches in there as well. A lot of people, they shell up. Tom Nolan won't do that. He's a tall man, but he's not afraid to get in there, to get in the pocket and box. And Frazion, he likes to stay at his range. He likes to pick you apart almost. He likes to dictate the pace of the fight, and most of the time when the fight's not in his pace, that's when you see, like, he's a very good hammer. Most of the time when he's the nail, he crumbles. Tom Nolan, he's a good hammer and he's a good nail, you know. That's one thing that makes me confident of Tom Nolan. With that in mind, it's a pick 'em for me. Originally, I have Fereziam getting this one done. I won't be surprised if Tom Nolan does end up getting the dub. However, I'm going to stick with my guns. I like Fereziam's team, and I think he's going to get this one done. I think I'm going to go with Fereziam. Don't tell me how, Chad. Don't tell me how. Another late replacement, Edmund Shabazian versus Brandon Allen. What to say about this fight, man? Did you guys see what was going on with Brandon Allen, Shamaev camp? Man, he was getting whooped. Brandon Allen was getting whooped. Honestly, the notes I was taking for Allen, I put a question mark next to him. The Brandon Allen title run is on. He's on a nice little win streak. He did beat a RDR. That was a nice dub, but it's like Brandon Allen's the type to where, like, he's a good hammer, but he's not the best nail. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I can see it to where, like, Brandon, like, if Edmund Shabazian makes it to where, like, Brandon Allen doesn't get his takedowns, Edmund Shabazian is just gonna piece him up on the feet. And with that in mind, Brandon Allen has a blockhead. Let's say how it is. Brandon Allen's a very tough guy. I mean, he's a Brazilian black belt, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. He's well-rounded. not bad on the feet, but I have Edmund Shabazian. He's a rangier. He's rangier. He has better kicks, heavier kicks, great knees up the middle. He's a solid offensive wrestler, well rounded in his own respect. Um, the first time I actually heard of Edmund Shabazian was when he got the the stamp of approval, I guess you could say, via Ronda Rousey, because he was in judo or whatnot. With that in mind, um, I can't go against the Brendan Allen title run. I'm gonna say Brendan Allen gets this one done. However, I see Edmund Shabazian making sure of the holes that Brendan Allen has in this fight, and Edmund Shabazian showing why he was the talent that he was when he first came into the UFC. If you understand what I'm trying to get at. And coming into the main event, chat Bilal, remember the name Muhammad. Chat, you know what to do. Like, just get into the edits, man. Just get into the Gaza edits. Just get into the Palestine edits. Bilal Muhammad. What can I say about this man? Great man. Boring. Well, not even boring fight styles. I mean, he just knows how to win. You know what I'm saying? And I cannot be mad at that. Gabriel Bomfim, I mean, very exciting striker. I can understand why Mick Maynard and the UFC want to feed Bilal Muhammad Gabriel Bonfim. You know, they want to get rid of the boring mixed martial artist. Gabriel Bonfim only has one loss on his record. Bilal Muhammad is coming off of a loss. You know, Gabriel Bonfim is taller, but Bilal Muhammad, he just has those. Nah, let me put it like this, chat. Gabriel Bonfim has the intangibles. He's taller. He's more athletic. You know, but for me, it's like Bilal Muhammad has the he's just gonna work harder. He's gonna have the cardio advantage. He's gonna have like the wrestling advantage. He's gonna have the heart. He's not gonna give up on himself. I can see a fight. I can see a fight where Gabriel Bonfim honestly clips Bilal Muhammad in the first round, second round, but Bilal Muhammad stays in the fight. And Gabriel Bonfim just sees it to where like Bilal Muhammad's not going anywhere, and it's gonna scare him, and he's gonna get broken down round by round by round by round. I also see a fight where Gabriel Bonfim just starches Bilal Muhammad, but I don't think that's Bilal Muhammad, dude. I think Bilal Muhammad's gonna get this one done. The notes that I had for this fight: Bilal Muhammad, very well rounded, great wrestler. He does have the experience advantage. He was a champ 2 fights ago. Like, come on, we have to put some respect on that. He's a non-athletic. He's tough. He's gritty. He's a hard worker. Yep, for Gabriel Bonfim, he's young. He's on the up. Great power. Uh, Great powerful striker. Well rounded in his own respect. He's a finisher. Has only been to one decision. Like I said, I see a fight where Gabriel Bonfim does good in the first couple of rounds, but Bilal Muhammad just makes it to where he gets broken. I can see a fight where Bilal Muhammad literally breaks him. He was able to. I see it to where if you guys remember Leon Edwards, the first fight with Bilal Muhammad, he was doing great, but then it ended in a no contest. Fast forward to the championship fight, everybody counted Bilal Muhammad out, and he just honestly, he showed levels. He evolved. Like, he evolves past his losses. One thing I will also say is Bilal Muhammad is getting older, chat. That's one thing. If you guys wanted to say, like, wanted to also look at, is his age. He is not getting any younger. With that in mind, I can't go against Bilal Muhammad. If we recap the fights, I got Catlin Souza. I got Jailis Jaisela Chavez. I got Joe Anderson Brito. I got Chelsea Chandler, pick him. Remember, I see a fight where Cachoeira can keep the fight standing and just beats the living crap out of Chelsea Chandler. Um, Bruno Silva, Edgar Chavez. I got Bruno Silva, another pick 'em. Marcus McGee. I got Marcus McGee versus Yanez. Alessandro Costa starting a match now. Iwo Baranowski, but I also see a fight where he's a BJJ black belt, but he's a BJJ black belt where he just pulls the gilly. If you know what I'm saying, and Junior Tafa just shows him something different. Santiago Luna, I got Santiago Luna getting this one done, but I also see a fight where Bryce Mitchell just outgrits him, but I got Santiago Luna. Faraz Diam, this one's gonna be another banger, but I can see another fight where Tom Nolan gets this one done and outgrits Faraz Diam. Brendan Allen, yeah, I got Brendan Allen title run, and Bilal Muhammad.